Good day, everybody. I hope that you're well and also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 3 English lesson on homophones. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of English Language Arts. We're doing grade 3. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to our chapter of homophones. So we said our chapter is homophones. Our subject is English Language Arts. We're doing grade 3. And the lessons that we are going to be focusing on under the chapter of homophones is homophones with pictures and homophones with words. And we're going to identify homophones. So homophones with pictures, and then we're going to identify homophones. All right. So we are doing homophones, and homophones are words that sounds the same. So it's words that sounds the same, but they have different spellings as well as the different meaning. So it's words that spell the same, that sounds the same, sorry, but the spelling is different and the meaning is different. And if we look at an example, right, of homophones, If we look at an example of homophones, and then it says, my friends and I buy lunch at school. So buy. For now, I'm just going to underline buy. Right? So my friends and I buy lunch. So which means that if you buy lunch at school, then it's something, then it means that you need to pay for it. Right? So buying something is like you need to give money in exchange for goods. The next one says, when we eat, when we all eat together by the big tree. So by, by. And that by means it's either near. So by means like near. It's like, let's go and eat over there or here, something like that. That is by. And then the next one says, we say by, which is B-Y-E. So we say bye to each other when the bell rings. And this bye, B-Y-E, it is short for saying goodbye. And if you look at these three words, right? The first one is buy, B-U-Y. The next one is buy, it's B-Y. And the third one is buy, B-Y-E. And if you listen to all three of it, right? If you listen to the sound of all three, then all three of the sounds of the words, they sound the same. And that is homophones, right? Homophones is where all of the words, they sound the same, but the meaning of these words are different. And the spelling of the words is different. Right? And that's homophones. It's words that sound the same, but they have different spellings and meaning. So there's quite a few words where the words they sound the same, but the spelling of the words and the meaning of the words are different. And we are going to look at those. All right. And if we look at homophones, right? So now we're going to look at a few examples of homophones. And then thereafter we will go to A plus students.ca, and then we will continue with homophones and then do our test. So once again, we said homophones are words that sounds the same, but they have different spellings and they have different meanings, right? And if we look at the few common homophones, all right, let's look at the word meat. Meat, right? There we have one word meat. And that word meat, right? It's like saying we need to come together. If you haven't seen your friend in a very long time, or if you haven't met someone as yet, then you're like, oh no, we need to meet. We need to meet up. We need to catch up. That means you need to come together. Meet. What is another word that sounds the same as meat? What is another word that sounds the same as meat? Can you think of another word that sounds like meat? And another word for meat, right? Another word that sounds the same as meat, but the spelling is different and the meaning is different, is meat. MEAT. And this meat, yes, well done, meat. This is meat. This is basically flesh of an animal that we eat. So we're just going to say meat, this is food. Yes. So meat, the first meat, which is MEAT, it is to come together. And then the second meat, which is MEAT, it is food that we eat. Now, if you look at another word, right? See. Look at this word see. SEE. And see, if you look at this word see, right? Then it is to either look at something or we can say it is to watch something, right? And another word that sounds the same as see, what is that word? Yes, well done. A C-E-A, sorry. It's like you say, it is the ocean. They would say it's a large body of water, but it's the ocean, it's the beach, right? So if you look at these two words, S-double-E and S-E-A, both of those words, they sound the same, sea. If you look at this word, bored, here we have a word B-O-R-E-D, bored. What is another word that's the same as this word bored? This word bored, right? It's like, I'm not interested in something. I want to go home. That is what this bored means. But there's another bored. What is another word that sounds the same as bored? So this bored, B-O-R-E-D, it's like I'm not interested, I'm tired. It's like you're just sitting there in class and you're listening to somebody and you're thinking like, when is the lesson gonna be over? But now, what is another word that is the same as that word bored? And another word the same as bored is this word, B-O-A-R-D. And this word board, right, is a piece of wood. So it's a piece of wood. It's either you can say it's a board that you cut on, chop on, or you can say it's a writing board. So it's either a piece of wood that you either chop something on, do something on, or you can say a writing board, something that I write on, but that is board. And yes, board is correct. Well done. All right, and one more. Then we have made, made. And this word made is to create something. It's like I did something. I made that. I created something. But now, what is another made that you can think of? Another word that sounds the same. Yes, and if we look at the next word that sounds the same, then we're going to say it's made. And this word made, right? It is either someone or specifically a woman that's working in your house. That is a maid. All right. So far, do you have an idea of what homophones are? It's words that sounds the same, but the meanings is different as well as the spelling of these words are different. And here we have an example of maid. And we have two different words that sounds the same, but the meanings as well as the spelling is different. Maid. One is to create and the one is a woman working in your house. Then we have meet. M-double-E as well as M-E-A-T. The one means to come together. We need to meet up. We need to chill. And the second one is food that you eat. Exactly. So homophones is something with a different meaning, but it is the spelling is the same, but the sound is the same. So with homophones, right, what you need to get right is that it sounds the same. So it sounds the same, but the spelling of the words and the meaning of the words is different. But these are examples of homophones. All right, and before we go on to aplusstudents.ca, let us look at these words, these examples of homophones. Here we have a few words that are homophones, right? We said it's words that sounds the same, but they have different meanings and the spelling is different. So here we have words that is, I'm just going to look at like about four. Eight. So we have eight and eight. So eight, it's like you're eating food. And here we have the number eight. Eight and eight. They sound the same, but the spelling and the meaning of the words are different. Here we have another one that is blue, color blue, and the wind blew. I'm going to look at just more common ones. Here we have I, which is just I. The letter I is like referring to me. And I have blue eyes, brown eyes, and so on. Then we have male. It's like letters that you're getting, or male as a man. And then the last one is flour. This is flour that you use to make, like maybe to bake something. And then flowers, like your beautiful flowers that you get in the garden. So yes, these are homophones. It's words that sounds the same, but the spelling of the words and the meaning of the words are different. Yes, well done, male and male. All right. So now let's go to aplusstudents.ca. We are going to do homophones with pictures, identify homophones, and then go to our test. So here we have a picture, right? We need to match the word with the picture. All right. If you look at this picture over here, right? This picture over here, it's somebody measuring or trying to see what their weight is, right? So now weight, which one is correct? This picture, are they talking about weight as in that weight, or are they talking about this weight? Which weight are they talking about over here? If you look at that scale, the first weight WAIT or the second weight WEIGHT. So if we look at this picture over here, which word of these two words matches this picture? Is it the first one that says, you need to wait, I'm coming, just hang on? Or is it the second one, I gained weight, I lost weight? All right, and if we were to choose the word that matches this picture, then it is this one, weight. Yes, well done. And that is weight. And that weight shows us how heavy or how light something or someone is. Then we look at the next one. Look at this picture. Is this meat or is this meat? Which one is correct? Which word matches the picture? Meat, MEAT, or MEET? All right. And if we were to select the correct word, then yes, the first word meat, food, it matches that picture. And the last one, right? Then we go to our test. Is this right or is this right? Which one is correct? The first one, right, to show that what the person is doing, or is the second one right? And if we were to choose the correct right, then we'll go with the first one. It's like writing a letter. This right is either directions, left or right, or saying I am right and you are wrong, right? All right. So now we're going on to our test. We need to say which word matches the picture. Which word matches the picture? Yes, well done. It's right, not right. Well done. Now, if we look at this picture here in our test, Which word matches the picture? Is it option one, meat, or option two, meat? All right. And if we were to choose the correct option, then yes, we go with option two, meat, the food that we eat. So well done. Option two, meat is correct. Yes, the first word meat, not meat to come together. Well done. Well done. Let's look at the next one. If we look at this house where people stay in, then that house, is it in as in I double N or in as in I in? I N. Which one is correct? And if we were to look at, or let's say we were to match the word with the picture, then yes, we'll do go with option one. In, back in the days, a hotel motel stay, we called it an inn. I double in. Well done. Which word matches the picture? Is it night as in option one or option two, day and night? Option two, night. Which one is correct? And if we were to choose the correct word that matches the picture, then yes, we'll go with option one. My knight and shining armor. Yes, and here is Saint. I think somebody mentioned Saint in the group, in the chat. Saint. Is it option one, Saint with an S, or option two, Saint with a C? And if we were to choose the correct word that matches the picture, yes, so well done, because Saint and Saint is correct. And if we were to choose the correct one, then yes, the second one is correct. So well done. Great job. All right, the next one says clothes and clothes. Clothes and clothes. What do we have hanging on the line? Clothes or clothes? Option one or option two? Words that sounds the same, but the meaning and the spelling is different. Clothes and clothes. Which one is correct? And if we were to choose a word that matches the picture, then yes, we'll go with option one. It's clothes that we wear that's hanging on the line. The other word close is to open or close or open and shut. What is scent? Scent, SENT. That word scent is like saying send a message or I'm sending someone to do something. But now sent is the past of send. So let's have example, I send a message and I'm like, oh no, I sent you a message. I sent Winnie to go and get something at the shop. I sent somewhere, right? So sent is the past of send. So well done. Let's look at the last one. Dear, which is this DEER or dear as in DEAR? Which one is correct? Yes, well done. And if we were to choose a word that matches the picture, then we'll go with option one. It's a deer, an animal. The other with deer, DEAR, is like saying dear or my dear. So well done. Let's go to the next one. We're going to identify homophones now. We're going to identify homophones. And it says, select the homophone of 8. What is the homophone of 8? It says Lester has 8 aunts, probably aunts and uncles. So Lester has 8 aunts, uncles. Which one is correct? Yeah, we need to choose the word that sounds the same as 8, something that we've eaten, 8. But now we need to look at this sentence. Lester has 8 aunts and uncles. What is the word 8? You need to choose that word. You need to write down the word. And if we were to select the word, then this is the word 8. It's like saying 8 and 8. Right? So well done. See. What is another word the same as see? SEA. See. It says, did you see that silly sign back there? All right. And if we were to choose the correct word, then see, the same as see, is see. So well done. Let us quickly do just quickly 2 things by the test. We need to select the homophone of blue. It says the new bridge in Richmond is a blue. So blue, is it option 1 new or option 2 blue? Which one is the homophone of blue? PLEW. And if we were to choose the correct word, then yes, option 2 is blue. All right, let's do the last one. It says select the homophone of bold. It says Ronnie bold asked for the cost of the boat. Bold. Is it option 1 bold or option 2 boat? All right, and if we were to choose the correct word, bold, that sounds the same as bold. It is option 1. It's like where they charge you for something, you need to pay for it, right? All right. So that is now the end of our lesson on homophones. We said homophones are words, it sounds the same, but the spelling of the words as well as the meaning of the words are different. Right, so thank you very much, everybody, for joining the class. Thank you for interacting, and I really hope that you do have a way better understanding of what homophones are. Right, and that we will be able to identify homophones and match the homophones with the pictures. So well done, everybody. You should have a good weekend further. Thank you for joining the class, and we'll see each other on next week. All right. Goodbye.